My last hookup was yesterday, but it was for a scene for a specific site. Also super terrible answer, his girlfriend joined after, so that probably makes it also worse. I really can't even imagine what your face looks like right now. It's probably really bad. Hi, my name is Rebecca. Everyone calls me Red Evie. I'm 25 and I'm from Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
My name is Chase Cochiola. I'm 21 years old and I'm from Connecticut. Right now I'm on the show to find love.
One interesting thing about me is that I run a 6-figure Airbnb business all across the United States. So I have properties all over the place that I manage and own myself.
A couple months ago in October, I got into a car accident where I broke my neck and I temporarily lost the ability to use my right hand and right leg.
Make sure to subscribe to the Dating Blind Show on YouTube and all the other channels.
I'm currently walking and I'm, relearning to use the ability to use my hand. As of now, I'm still not 100%, but we're getting there.
I would describe myself as pretty outgoing and very persistent in getting things done. I try to take things all the way to the end and accomplish whatever I can.
I describe myself as fun, outgoing, charismatic, and definitely not afraid to get a little freaky.
Probably say I'm looking for a person that's pretty outgoing, very responsible and mature on doing things and handling life.
I'm looking for a person right now who wants me for me, who can, accept some of my flaws, some of my disabilities, and is willing to put in a little extra effort in my journey to getting better and becoming 100% again.
Someone should date me because I have a lot of things going for myself. I don't know, I've set a foundation for myself. Just haven't had anyone to share it with.
I think someone should date me because I got a lot to offer. I think I'm a great looking guy. I think I'm pretty funny, and I could treat you right, even not at 100%.
And why are you here?
I'm here to find love.
I'm here right now because I'm looking for love, and I think I had to surround myself around the best people possible to do it right now because I'm in a pretty messed up state.
I've been single for probably 5 or 6 years. I would say that's a long time, but my last relationship, the person was just very obsessive over me, and then when I tried to break up with them, they said no, which is kind of a strange response to that. So I really just tried to separate myself from them, and it didn't exactly end well, so I'll just leave it at that.
I think that's kind of I feel how a lot of relationships end, with one person definitely feeling they're really obsessive and they think the other person's not giving enough energy. So I definitely get it. That's really common for a breakup.
It's if you try to break up with someone, they're no, and I'm not even a response.
Yeah,
you don't have a say in this.
I get it. I've been single for about a year and a half now, and nothing too crazy happened with my last ex. Me and her are still on good terms. She just wanted to go to school to pursue her career, whatever she wanted to do, and I just wanted to do social media and travel a lot, and our schedule just didn't line up.
Give us your best pickup line.
Oh my God. I probably try to act really lost or confused somewhere, a Home Depot type concept. I'll be in Home Depot and I'll try to ask someone for help, and it's a really good excuse to trying to talk to someone random, just asking them a question, because it's if you don't know what to say, you try to go up to them and ask them for help.
Based on what I'm hearing, I would definitely help her. Yeah, I'd help her. She needs help.
I'm usually lost in Home Depot anyways.
Home Depot's
that's why
my
I was
store.
late.
I'm always at Home Depot buying shit.
Yeah, for sure.
I feel I'm not using pickup lines too much. If I think a girl's pretty, I'll just kind of be straightforward and say, hey, I think you're really beautiful. We should definitely try to connect or something. I feel pickup lines just are too overthought and too much overhyped. Just kind of go in there and tell them what you want. I feel it works a lot better.
Yeah, very straightforward.
Yeah, right?
I'm just the lost and confused little puppy. Okay, what aisle are the ropes and the chains on?
If you were in a committed relationship, what would you consider cheating?
I've only been in one committed relationship and it ended so badly. I've honestly more been in the open relationships. Yeah, I don't know. With regards to the committed stuff, that's why people get so obsessive. So honestly, the more open ones are so much more relaxed and everybody can do what they want to do. So I would say
I'm not really sure. That's kind of crazy. I feel open relationships can always end really messy. It always starts off with two people being yeah, this is pretty cool, and then ends with one person saying, damn, you're getting more attention than I am. What the fuck's going on here?
Yeah.
I feel it's never a two-way street.
I mean, I guess that's probably why I've been single for so long.
So do you believe in actual love, true love?
I don't know, honestly. I feel it's very hard these days, especially to every single friend I have, and I have a lot of girls that I talk to, every single one of them either cheats on their boyfriend or the ones that are open are some weird cuck situation there. So it's to find a middle ground where everybody just relaxes and does their thing, because it's the person you come home to at the end of the day, and then you can be hey, I met a friend, do you want to come meet my friend? friend. Like, it's just, I know it's a terrible thing to say, and this is why I get like red flags like right on the first time, but like, honestly, it's just much more relaxed.
No, I can understand why you get red flags on the first time. That's a lot to take in.
No, for sure. That and being vegan, everybody's like, this girl, like, I'm done.
So
like 100%.
If you think that like you found the right guy, would you throw the open relationship thing out the window?
Probably not. Probably not.
I respect that.
It's just, threesomes are too fun. I don't know what to tell you.
Are you capable of giving the main like guy that you're in the open relationship with as equal attention as the other guys you're sleeping with?
No, it wouldn't be another guy, it would be other girls.
Oh, see, you should have started with that.
It usually ends with that.
Okay. See, I have more green flags now.
Okay, cool.
I personally, like, I'm really chill in a relationship. So like you can be Snapchatting dudes, like if you're saying like hi to a guy, hugging him, that's whatever. Like my thing is like kissing and like going in like private rooms for extended periods of time, just like kind of like intimate stuff, you know?
Have you heard the cupcake analogy?
No.
Okay, so here, let me break it down. So if, you know, you're in a threesome situation, like the guy is the cupcake itself, the girl is the icing. So if you can have the cupcake, you know, with just the cupcake itself, but like you can't have the cupcake with just the icing, because then you're just eating icing and it's like, what's happening? It's kind of weird, but.
Okay.
So you can always add a girl, you can always add more icing, but like you can't add more cupcake, you know what I mean?
No, yeah, I get it.
So,
no, that's a fire analogy.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm like lost right now, holy shit, look at Your philosophy on all of this relationship stuff is pretty interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty bad for most. That's why I'm saying, like, if they get past that whole entire conversation, we're like,
I'm
right,
over
we're
it
meshing
already.
so good.
Yeah,
like,
no,
after that.
I'm way over the you can do whatever you want with girls. My last girlfriend was actually like a similar way. I let her sleep with girls whenever she wanted. We had threesomes all the time.
I'm like, hey, I met a friend.
So I've been there, done that actually in my last relationship.
No, like the best pickup line for a girl is like you bring another girl over and then you're like, whose boobs are bigger? Can you just tell me real quick?
That's
and
the
then
method.
boom, everybody's topless. Like what happened?
Wait, yo, I don't know if we can put that out. That's an actual method right
That's
there.
the biggest and best
gatekeep.
pickup line ever.
Yeah, I have a question for you then. You're out here talking about boobs. How big are your boobs?
Can you guess?
I'm guessing like 34C right now.
No, you're super off. You got the 34 part right. Try to jump it up a few sizes.
Like what, like 34, like double D?
A, B, C, D, E.
The letter of the day.
E?
Yeah, like a handful.
That's like 4 handfuls. That's a lot of
Depends
handfuls.
on your hands.
I like to think I got pretty good size hands.
What is the biggest red flag in a guy?
The biggest red flag in a guy is probably someone that's so close-minded, like the second I start talking about something else, like a completely other subject, whether it's like career related or it's like sexually related, they like completely are like, yeah, no, we're not doing that. Or you can tell like when somebody's not listening to you, so it's like they'll go off on like some type of tangent and be like, oh yeah, this is the way I am. Like the people that are so strictly minded, like the only person that I've dated that like was a, I don't know, more committed like relationship thing, they were just so narrow-minded on everything. They were like, I want to go buy a house, have kids, be there, make 50 grand a year, and then that's it, and I never want to move, and then that's it. And I was just like, yeah, we're not doing that.
Yeah, that's kind of not really enough for, I feel like, for like himself. I like to think I'm pretty open-minded. Like I'm wanting to do stuff new like every single day. I like to think of myself as a foodie. I'm trying new foods every day. I'm kind of cool with whatever. I'm always down for whatever. Like I think I'm really open-minded personally.
There's a lot of weird vegetables you can try.
You might have to introduce me to a few vegetables I've never even heard of.
Authorities were called to a local home just after noon today when a man in his 20s arrived at the hospital in distress. According to police, the man had an accident involving a vegetable.
My biggest red flag personally I see in a girl is when they're very, very conceited. I feel a lot of girls nowadays are very selfish and they don't really even realize they're being selfish. I think like girls don't really put enough effort.
With me, you get like 90% like right off the bat, and then if you pass the 90, you get the other 10.
See, that's valid.
The other 10 is where the entertainment comes.
See, that's valid. See, that's okay. See, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. And I'm even cool if you want to give me like that extra 5%. You should keep 5% for yourself. You're doing too much, I promise.
I mean, you gotta be like cards on the table to see if it'll work. Otherwise, you're just wasting people's time.
Facts. That's very true.
When was your last hookup and what happened?
My last hookup was yesterday, but it was for a scene for a specific site. So, I mean, it was just one of those things where a guy holds the camera and kind of goes like this the whole time. Terrible answer, super red flag, super bad. Also super terrible answer, his girlfriend joined after, so that probably makes it also worse. I really can't even imagine what your face looks like right now. It's probably really bad.
I just don't know what to say back to that.
No, nobody does ever know what to say back to that.
Okay, at least I'm not alone. I'm kind of okay with that.
Yeah,
So you do OnlyFans for a living?
Yeah, the blue and white site, and then the orange and black site. I think it's banned in Florida right now.
Okay, see, at least
You can Google me if you want to figure out if I have a dick. That's all you have to do. Like,
No,
you can
that's-
just straight Google it, and
Hey,
as long as you have a VPN, you're good.
I'll take your word. VPN is crazy. And what color do you do for a living?
Are you asking if I'm white? What do you mean?
No,
What color?
like what type of guys are you interested in, and yeah, and everything. Just kind of lay it out for me.
I'm trying to think of how to say that normally. I would say like personality does matter the most with guys, but if it's like the type of setting for like what you do for a living, I would say like a guy that's not like gigantic and like aggressive and like a rough type concept of things, because that just is not entertaining for anybody.
No, I agree.
In my opinion, like staying out of that Home Depot aisle with chains is probably a good idea.
Okay. My last hookup was probably maybe like 6 months ago. Wasn't anything crazy. I was at a bar, and me and this girl were just making out. She was giving me a head in the back of my car.
Very romantic.
Yeah, it was very romantic.
Oh, did he at least have tinted windows?
No.
You gotta have the tint set up. I got the pop-up ones.
No, I was in like a bigger truck though, so I was a little higher off the ground. I kept it low key.
Low key, high off the ground.
Yeah.
When and how did you lose your virginity?
I'm 25 now. It was 9 years ago, and the person was very freaked out. They were much older than me, and it kind of like started in like a situation of like my parents were always like, oh, nothing good ever happens after midnight. So it was like a hair after midnight. I was at a guy's house, and he was just like, oh, do you want to try now? And I'm like, yeah, we should probably try. And then it was just like, the guy was much older than me. He was like 5 years older than me, and he attempted to like begin that situation and then like got up and was like, oh my God, I think I hurt you, and like ran into the bathroom like a little girl, and then came back, and I was just like, yeah, I'm gone, I'm good with this. So then nothing happened like a year after that, because I was like, that's terrible.
Do you count losing your virginity as the first time like a penis went in you, or the first time like you ejaculated?
The first one.
Okay.
The first one.
I lost my virginity when I was 14 years old. I ended up being in like this class with a bunch of seniors, and I became friends with this girl. She just smoked a lot of pot. I smoked a lot of pot. We went to her house, and it just kind of happened, and I was the shyest kid of all time after. Like, I would not go outside.
What is your body count, and does body count matter to you?
So I think the better question to what is your body count and does it matter is, have you ever gotten an STD? No. 100% perfect test record there. Do I know the number? No. Can I give you a range? Yes. Probably like 500 to 1,000. Maybe leaning more towards 1,000. Red flag number 67.
So, I mean, you've kind of seen it all then, so I wouldn't be anything new, so I'm kind of cool with that, honestly. You've definitely had worse, so I'm not, okay, that's not a red flag. I'm actually cool with that.
It probably goes up if you count females. I just realized that part.
Okay, see, that's also cool. See, like, I'm not a big, you know what I'm saying? If it's clean, if it don't stink.
No, it's always clean.
See,
like
then that's all that
100%
matters.
test record there.
Because I'm like a certified eater.
Well, my shit is literally public. Talent testing is public. You can go on there and search my thing, and test results are public, so.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
Thing?
everybody can access it.
That's kind of fire.
You're like, let me see about this girl. She's clean.
I don't think body count matters too much. My body count is 26. I thought that was high. Yeah, I don't
26
think.
last month, yes.
You know, I don't.
My bad.
No, my bad. I was choking on something. Yeah, I don't think it matters. I think if both teams know what they're doing, then the mission should get complete.
The more hands on the situation, the easier it is
Yes.
to get to the end of the goal. You gotta have at least the double situation.
Oh yeah, for sure.
On a scale from 1 to 10, how freaky are you, and what's the freakiest thing you've done?
Okay, what's the craziest thing ever to do in the bedroom? Probably I had someone that wanted me to peg them and then piss in their mouth. Was probably the craziest thing. I have probably 10 different sizes and shapes. And that was like 3 days ago. So there's that guy's a regular. Then there's like the normal stuff in like personal private life that like, I wanna say I'm pretty vanilla. Like I'm never gonna be like, hang me upside down on the ceiling. Like I'm very like the lovey-dovey vanilla thing, but if it's like, I don't know you and we're doing this for like content or like entertainment purposes or something like that, like we can do whatever you want.
That's cool. I gotta ask this question then because it just kind of came in my mind. Do you like understand what guys go through having to thrust for so long now that you peg somebody?
Oh yeah, there was one girl I hit with one, I couldn't even find the end. Like I was like, I had like the big thing on, like the big like, I don't know, maybe like 9 inches, and I literally could not feel the end. Like it was like a black hole in there. Here's how it went. I was taking turns with a guy and she wanted some type of weird double situation there. And he was like kind of tired, you know, from the thing you said, the thrusting thing. So then I went with the strap-on thing and then I couldn't find the end. It was really bad.
You sure you weren't just going past it and
No,
like,
there
going
was
in her
no
guts?
end. Like she kept yelling harder and I was like, I don't have anything else to give you. Like I gotta switch the dick out.
Nah,
I
I
don't know
feel
what
you
to
all
tell
the
you.
time. I just can't switch it out.
I mean, if you got creative, you could.
Like, is there like extensions? Like, you know, for hair extensions, there's like something we could put over? Like to like give me like maybe like 18 inches or some shit.
I mean, if you go deep on Amazon, you'll find anything you want.
That could be our second date.
Going to Amazon?
Like hunting on Amazon looking for like penis extensions.
I mean, if you need it, you need it.
Nah, I just think it would be fire. Like, I don't need it. I just think it'd be cool. Like one of my buddies like needs it. I think we should find him one, you know?
Okay.
On a scale from 1 to 10, how freaky are you and what's the freakiest thing you've done?
I think I'm like a 7. Like I'll get crazy like pulling hair, smacking, choking, just a little bit of spitting. Like I think the craziest thing I've done, I put some girl in a pretzel one time and I was going from like her pussy to her butt like back and forth while she was on top of me. And that was probably the craziest thing I've ever done.
She's a 10, but has daddy issues.
I love it.
Do you want to be daddy?
Not only that, I like the treatment aspect. Like it's fun, it's like a fun game.
Okay.
Cause like girls go crazy, whenever they go crazy, I sit there in silence and like they get even more mad because I'm not egging it back. So I think it's funny.
Ooh.
He's a 10, but never shaves his balls.
As long as I don't have to go down there, then like, oh, we're good.
So are you like, how are you about giving head? Like do you like, what's your ranking on it?
Go for an hour and a half.
Oh,
It
sure
just
you
depends
could.
on if my mouth is numb or not. That's the problem.
Wait, numb or not?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like your mouth gets, have you ever given head?
No, not to a guy, no.
Okay, well, your mouth gets numb after a certain amount of time. So there's that.
Okay.
She's a 9, but she's furry.
Zero.
Furry. She's a furry?
Yeah, furries are freaky. That's too freaky for me.
I don't actually know what that means.
Furries are people who like dress up in like the wolf costumes.
Oh my god, I thought that meant you hadn't shaved. Yeah, that's a no.
Yeah,
We're good
no.
on that.
No
I agree
furry.
with you.
He's a 4, but he's 6'4".
I don't care about your height. If I can put my arm on you, that might be a little bit amusing.
Like on the shoulder.
Yeah.
How tall are you?
How tall do you think I am?
You're giving me like tall girl vibes. Like
Really?
Yeah, like I'm not gonna lie, like 5'7".
No,
5'8".
definitely not. I think you're 5'7". That's what I think.
What?
Yes, you're 5'7".
Dude, I give off 5'7" vibes. That's bad.
I feel like you think that's bad, but you're probably like 5'8", 5'9".
I'm so hurt right now.
But you're one of those guys that tells everybody you're 6 foot and then you just lost a couple inches when you took your heels off.
I'm so hurt right now. Whatever. So tell me your name first off. I feel like that's kind of a good start.
Everybody calls me Red, you get to figure out why. That's the game.
They call you Red. Is it because your hair is red?
Which one?
Whoa.
Whoa!
Okay.
Now he knows why I get booked a lot.
Okay, now I get it.
Yeah,
it.
now he gets it.
What's your most memorable scene, whether it was a good, bad, whatever experience? What like is the first like funniest experience that sticks out in your head?
Probably like a bank robbery one, I would say. It was like a Brazzers scene and they rented out like an abandoned bank, and then when they opened it up it was completely trashed, so then we had to like clean it all up and all of us are standing like in this abandoned bank, and then they did this scene where I had to like rob the bank, so the other girl had to take a bunch of fake cum in her mouth and spit it all over like the windshield, and they had to redo the scene like 3 times, and then when I quote unquote robbed the bank, I had to take the fake cum and like stick it to myself with like the $100. And then I had to quote unquote run outside. And then of course, when I ran outside, there were cops that were going by.
Yeah, oh.
So that just really was a bad look.
Yeah, dude, that's the worst. Dude,
Yeah.
we've all been there.
What's your name?
My name is Chase, actually.
Oh, like the bank.
Yeah, it's just like the bank.
Are you from here?
I'm from Connecticut.
My houses are up in Connecticut area.
Houses?
Houses.
Where in Connecticut?
Not in Connecticut, but it's in the area. It's like bottom of New
Oh,
Hampshire.
okay.
So you're like in the New England area.
Yeah, big New England guy over here. My final thoughts are all over the place, dude. You know, porn star, OnlyFans, that's cool. She likes girls, that's cool.
My final thoughts are, he seems like a very interesting guy that he hasn't completely like red flagged me yet.
Good Lord, someone put me up a double shot.
She said 2 hands? What am I, Thor?
Probably like 50% of what I say on a daily basis is red flags. He hasn't completely been like, all right, I'm done with this girl already. So like he passed stage 1.
She's expecting so many, like, dude, wait till she finds out I got a fucking cane, dude. Like, wait.
I would say as the date went on, he was kind of at a loss for words about certain things I say, but like I try to be open up front, so it's like.
I would take her on a date and get to know her a little more. She seems cool.
The more I talk, the worse it gets, for sure.
Would I be the one in the open relationship? Maybe. I'm with that. And she just has to be okay with the little Finn.
I would say he seems like the guy that wants like a long-term thing of like getting married, having kids, like being on a whole like a lifespan there. Probably not as into the stuff I do, but I would definitely give him like another chance to open up and be more entertained by the things life has to offer.
Seems like she cares about a lot of stuff. Like, she seems like she would care about a lot of, like, maybe smaller stuff or stuff that a lot of other girls wouldn't care about.
Is there anything that stood out as a red flag?
Is there anything that stood out as a red flag?
I feel like he didn't have any, honestly. I mean, he seemed kind of open to certain things, but.
Probably, I don't know. I feel like there was a lot of red flags. Like, I stopped counting after, like, I heard her say her body count's probably like 500 or 5,000 or like whatever she said.
I mean, I definitely know a lot of things are very standoffish, so I would say I give him a pass on the red flags.
And then I gave my body count, and my little puny 26 is just baby boy numbers. So there's a few red flags, but hey, I mean, that just, like I said, that just means she's had worse, and I don't gotta worry about being the worst.
How important are looks versus personality to you?
As long as you're not like looking to the point of you don't take care of yourself, then like personality is really like, I would say like 90% of it.
Like, I need to be able to look at you and be like, all right, like, you're pretty, but like, personality's huge. Like, you gotta be cool, funny, outgoing. Like, you can't just be standing there doing nothing and just a pretty face to look at.
Would you consider going on a second date?
Sure.
Would you consider sharing a kiss?
I don't know, just because of how recent her last hookup was. I don't think it's been 24 hours, so I need like a full cycle of brushing.
That's like end of the line for me, honestly. That's more like after you've hooked up a couple of times. That's like the end of the line. Because I mean, I do scenes, so it's like nobody really does any of that.
I'm actually devastated now that I'm thinking about that again. I forgot until you brought it up. She really was insulted last night, bro.
How do you guys feel the date went?
I think it went pretty good. I think it could have gone way worse, yeah.
That's always really great encouragement. It could have been worse.
Could have been.
Is there anything specific that you guys want to know about each other that kind of wasn't covered?
What do you do for a living?
I stream and make build websites and help people build websites online.
Oh, there you go. I think I've already said too much.
So on the end of 3, you guys can take your blindfolds off. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Holy that's bright.
Hello.
Oh yeah, you're taller.
I am tall.
I'm sorry.
So I have a cane, does that bother you?
No.
Really?
You gonna hit me with it?
If you want me to. Wait, so you look nothing like you sound like.
Oh yeah.
Like, I was not expecting that at all. I thought you'd be some like blonde, like, or like a brunette, like a sassy brunette.
Not really that kind. I more imagined you much shorter.
Really? They really give off short guy energy?
Yeah. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay, it's okay. How old do you think I am?
24 to 28.
No,
Older or younger?
younger.
Really?
Yeah,
21?
I am 21. How old are you?
How old do you think I am?
Like 25.
Damn it.
Yeah. Are you 25?
Yeah.
You're old as hell.
You can call me mommy, it's fine.
I'm gonna call you grandmommy. Damn.
All right, date's gone bad now.
What would you guys rate each other 1 to 10?
I'll give you a 7.
If you didn't hear me talk, it would be an 8.
Yeah.
You have to spin now. You gotta go like this though.
Yeah, not
Yeah,
doing
do
all
a
that.
spin.
But thank you though.
I'll give you the same one.
You think so?
7.
I'll take it. Could be worse.
That's always a good idea to have.
On the count of 3, you can say if you want to go on a second date. 3, 2, 1.
Sure.
Sure, yeah, I would too, yeah. Could be worse.
It could be worse.
We could do a beach date if you want. I f with that.
Alright.
My cane works in the sand.
If you find a shark, just like.
Oh no, well the
Yeah.
beach I have a spear actually as a cane. I don't just, so I'm unprepared.
Here's the thing though, is that I get recognized places and people like start honking at me and shit. So like I bought some weights on Facebook Marketplace the other day and the guy's going like this. And like standing there as I'm putting weights in the back of my Tesla and he's just like looking at me. And I'm like, do you need something?
So like, what's that like being recognized as like a...
No. He goes, I need something. And I was like, what do you need? He goes, can I take a photo? And I'm like, of what? So then I just went like this, like in the back of my car. And he goes, can I take a photo with you? And he goes like this. And he's just like,
Well, yeah, think about how shy he probably is. He was just busting
no,
loads
I think
for
he
last...
pissed himself. Like, I think he pissed himself. And then, yeah.
I get it though, because if I met a couple like if I met like Lily Phillips, I'd probably like freak out.
Oh yeah, she's nice.
Could you rob my house actually?
Yeah, you gotta get a bunch of fake hundreds.
Yeah, and a bunch of fake cum.
Yeah, probably.
So what is fake cum?
It's either soap or it's lube that's colored. I would say he was definitely very nice and I would say much taller than I would have expected.
She seems like she could be a really cool girl, but I think she's got her priorities straight in like the porn industry, and I think some of those priorities may be led towards some that aren't in agreement with mine, but hey, you never know until the second date.
I was expecting someone like 5'10", black curly hair, maybe like a gamer type concept, I would say.
I think her appearance is a little like, it's definitely not what I expected. Like based on her voice, she definitely sounds like definitely a little more attractive, but beauty is on like, you know, the inside.
Personality is really everything. As long as someone's not like, you know, not taking care of themselves, it really doesn't matter to me too much.
Would you actually go on a second date with her?
Yeah, I'd go on a second date with her. I feel like she has a lot of funny stories and a lot of cool things we can talk about. I think it'd be fun.
I don't know, he seems like a chill guy. I would say I would hang out with him, see how it goes.
How did you feel about this style of dating compared to like online or meeting someone out?
I was a little nervous going into it, but like after like while it was happening, like I definitely think that a lot of people should give something like this more of a try.
Definitely entertaining for sure. Like not knowing even like what someone looks like kind of adds like a little mystery to it because you're trying to put the pieces together.
It adds a lot of motivation to a lot of other people that just because you were in a car accident, have a cane, may not even have full mobility of any parts of your body. Love is possible and love is everywhere.
This is Red Evie from the Dating Blind Show, and follow me at Red Evie on Instagram and Red Evie on Twitter and OF.
This is Chase from the Dating Blind Show. You can go follow me on Instagram at Chase_Coachiola.